Life can often feel like you're the lead character in a movie, living your story, but not the one you show the world. There's a deeper side to you, a version that might be too intense, too driven, or even too unconventional to reveal. This hidden part of ourselves, our shadow, can feel like a constant antagonist lurking in the background. But what if embracing this shadow could be the key to living a more authentic and fulfilling life? Today, we're going to dive into understanding and integrating these hidden aspects of ourselves. We'll draw from profound concepts rooted in Carl Jung's psychology and Stoic philosophy, exploring how this journey is not just about self-discovery, but self-reclamation. It's about steering our lives towards true fulfillment by overcoming the inner chaos that the Stoics often spoke about. If this resonates with you, or if you're curious about where this path can lead, hitting that subscribe button isn't just about following. It's a commitment to diving deeper into the powerful process of personal growth. Stick with me as we unfold this discussion, because each part of it is crucial in helping us craft a more empowered self. Now let's explore what these shadows have to teach us, and how acknowledging them can truly change the direction of our lives. In our quest to understand ourselves fully, there's one often overlooked but incredibly vital element: the shadow self. This concept, first introduced by Carl Jung, represents the parts of our personality we suppress or ignore. It's the side of us that we hide away, fearing it's too much, too flawed, or simply doesn't align with the image we've created for ourselves. But here's the thing: our shadow isn't just the storage unit for our negative traits. It also houses untapped strengths and unrealized potential. Take a moment to reflect on those fleeting thoughts or emotions that don't seem to fit with your usual self-image. Maybe it's a burst of anger, a pang of jealousy, or a daydream that feels foreign to you. These aren't random. They are messages from your shadow, clues about the full spectrum of who you are. By examining these moments, we begin to see the outline of our hidden self, bringing into the light what we've kept in the dark. So why should we bother with this kind of introspection? Stoicism teaches us that true wisdom comes from self-knowledge, the understanding of both our virtues and our flaws. The Stoics believed in living in harmony with nature, including our own nature. That means accepting every aspect of ourselves. When we confront and integrate our shadow, we don't just become more whole. We become more resilient and adaptable in facing life's challenges. Our shadow isn't our enemy. It's an essential part of who we are. By acknowledging it, we open ourselves to deeper personal growth and greater self-acceptance. Integrating the shadow doesn't mean letting go of control. It means recognizing and transforming our hidden tendencies into positive forces. Imagine this: you've always seen yourself as a calm, agreeable person. But deep down, there's a competitive edge you've suppressed because it doesn't fit your self-image. By acknowledging this competitive side, you can channel it into constructive outlets like sports, business, or personal goals. This transformation prevents it from sneaking up in harmful ways, driving you forward instead of holding you back. Facing your shadow isn't easy. It's uncomfortable and requires courage. But it's precisely in this discomfort that true transformation happens. Just like the Stoics practiced daily reflection to align their actions with their values, we can use the insights from our shadow to guide our lives more authentically. Every time we shine a light on a previously hidden part of ourselves, we reduce its unconscious power to control us. Understanding our shadow can also improve our relationships. Often, the traits we find irritating in others are simply reflections of our own unacknowledged traits. If someone's assertiveness bothers you, could it be because you're not allowing yourself to be assertive when needed? By integrating these traits, we can foster healthier, more meaningful connections with others. Confronting the parts of ourselves that we've been avoiding is a challenging task. It's like walking into a dark room inside our mind, full of things we didn't want to deal with: fears, regrets, unacknowledged talents. Facing our shadow means turning on the lights and truly looking at what's there and why it's been hidden. These hidden aspects aren't flaws or quirks. They're essential pieces of our complete self. The process can feel overwhelming, but it's incredibly powerful. Think about those moments when you felt a rush of anger or jealousy and pushed those feelings aside, telling yourself it's wrong to feel that way. These emotions aren't just discomfort, they're signals from your shadow, urging you to pay attention. By facing these emotions, we begin to unravel the complex tapestry of our personality, gaining crucial insights for our growth. When confronting your shadow, approach it with compassion and patience. This isn't about self-criticism or judgment. Think of it like meeting an old friend you've lost touch with. There might be tension or awkwardness, but there's also the potential for reconciliation and understanding. For example, your persistent self-doubt might actually be a protective mechanism against failure, a way of keeping you safe in your comfort zone. Recognizing this can empower you to take risks and move beyond the limits you've unconsciously placed on yourself. Facing your shadow can lead to profound freedom. Many of us carry the weight of unexamined fears and unacknowledged desires that shape our lives without us even realizing it. By bringing these to light, we strip them of their power to control us from the shadows. This is true Stoic freedom, not only from external pressures, but from the internal constraints we place on ourselves. The journey towards self-awareness helps us build authentic relationships. When you understand your complexities, you're better equipped to understand and accept the complexities in others. This fosters empathy and deeper connections, as we all share the common struggle of balancing the many parts of our psyche. Embracing every part of who we are, even those bits we've ignored or hidden, isn't just about acknowledgement. It's about transforming our full selves into the foundation for a truly empowered, fulfilling life. Integration is about more than simply understanding our inner shadows. It's the transformative process of weaving these discoveries into our everyday lives. Think of it like renovating an old house. It's not enough to just spot the weaknesses and walk away. No, we must repair them, refine them, and turn them into strengths that enhance the entire structure of our lives. The key here is to approach this integration process with wisdom and intention. Stoicism teaches us to use our rational minds to discern how these hidden aspects of ourselves, our shadows, can actually serve us and the people around us in a constructive way. It's not about letting these darker parts of us run amok, but about channeling them in ways that build us up, rather than tear us down. Take, for example, if you uncover a hidden well of aggression within yourself. Instead of either suppressing it or letting it explode, you can direct that energy into something productive like competitive sports or advocating for a cause you believe in. This practice of consciously integrating our shadows can drastically change how we interact with the world around us. When we integrate our shadow, we come closer to living in accordance with nature, as the Stoics suggested. This doesn't mean only embracing the parts of ourselves that are socially acceptable, but rather acknowledging and accepting every aspect, both light and dark, of who we truly are. It's about creating harmony within ourselves that reflects outward in how we act and interact with others. By stopping the battle against these parts of ourselves, we find greater peace and energy to devote to living fully and intentionally. Even more, this integration unlocks creativity and innovation. Many times, those suppressed quirks and untapped parts of our personalities hold the key to seeing the world in fresh and unique ways. When we allow those parts of ourselves to breathe, we invite new ideas and perspectives into our lives and work. It's like opening a window to a room that's been closed for too long. Suddenly, you see everything in a new light. Patterns and colors emerge, inspiring novel ways of thinking, solving problems, and approaching life. Furthermore, integrating our shadow helps us face challenges more robustly. When we understand our darker sides, we're less likely to be blindsided by them when under pressure. We can anticipate how we might react in stressful situations and plan accordingly. This is at the heart of Stoic resilience, preparing the mind for whatever life throws our way by developing a profound understanding of ourselves. The more intimately we know ourselves, the more steadfast we become, not because we are immune to hardship, but because we've come to terms with our inner workings. Embracing our shadow helps us avoid the trap of hypocrisy. We've all been quick to judge others for traits we don't acknowledge in ourselves. But when we recognize and integrate these aspects, we develop a more compassionate viewpoint, understanding that we share the same struggles. This leads to more authentic interactions with others, as we no longer have to maintain a facade of perfection. When we take full ownership of every facet of our personality, including the parts we'd rather keep hidden, we take a profound step toward real self-improvement and personal integrity. Taking responsibility for our actions, feelings, and thoughts allows us to become the architects of our own character and destiny. This isn't about self-blame, but about empowering ourselves to respond to life's challenges with maturity and wisdom. In Stoic philosophy, personal responsibility is pivotal. While we may not control external events, we can absolutely control our responses to them. This self-control begins with understanding the full spectrum of who we are, shadows included. Our reactions, anger, impatience, envy, aren't just random outbursts. They're deeply rooted in parts of ourselves that we may have ignored or failed to fully understand. By taking responsibility for these traits, we engage in what the Stoics viewed as the essence of virtue, living in accordance with reason. For example, if you discover a tendency toward envy, instead of acting on it or pushing it down, you can acknowledge it as a part of your humanity. You can then begin to ask yourself, why do I feel this way? What is lacking in my own life that makes me feel envious of others? This inquiry fosters greater self-awareness, leading to more productive and positive behaviors. Taking responsibility also involves committing to personal growth. It means being honest about where we are in life, who we are, and where we can improve. This isn't just about self-discipline, it's about self-evolution. As we integrate our shadow selves, our goals and aspirations may shift to reflect a deeper understanding of our true capabilities and desires. This process fosters a more authentic relationship with ourselves and others. When we take responsibility for our shadows, we stop projecting our unresolved issues onto others, which leads to healthier interactions. For example, if you recognize your own insecurities, you're less likely to perceive others' actions as threats. Ultimately, embracing our shadow means becoming an active participant in our lives, rather than a passive observer. This liberating aspect of Stoicism encourages us to engage with our circumstances and actively shape the life we want. Each decision, every acknowledgement of a shadow trait, becomes an act of creation that shapes both our identity and our path forward. As we recognize all the different facets of our personality, the next step is learning to bring them together in harmony. This isn't about flattening our character into one note, but rather orchestrating a complex symphony where every trait, light and dark, has a role. Just as the Stoics strove to live in harmony with nature, we aim to align our inner world with our outer actions. It's about finding a middle path where no part of us dominates to the detriment of the others. So, if you discover an ambitious side of yourself that's been repressed, instead of suppressing it or letting it run unchecked, you can balance it with your other traits. In doing so, you create a harmony that reflects your full and authentic self. Your ambition is a powerful force that drives you to achieve great things, always pushing toward excellence. However, it is your cooperative nature that ensures you remain in tune with those around you, fostering connections and being responsive to the needs of others. This delicate balance means that your ambition doesn't overpower, but instead elevates and inspires those you work with. You have the ability to lead not by dominating, but by encouraging those around you to shine. Harmonizing your inner world also means transforming what may seem like weaknesses into immense strengths. For example, perhaps you've always viewed your sensitivity as a vulnerability, a hidden flaw that leaves you open to harm. Yet, when you embrace and harmonize this trait, it evolves into a powerful tool for empathy, understanding, and connection. By recognizing your sensitivity as a gift, you enhance your relationships and navigate social dynamics with greater grace and awareness. This journey of inner balance is not just about recognizing strengths. It also involves refining aspects of your personality that may have been overlooked. A key part of this process is self-control. It's not about suppressing your emotions, but expressing them in healthy and productive ways. For example, when you feel anger rising, self-control helps you channel that emotion assertively rather than aggressively, allowing your voice to be heard without causing harm. This is the essence of harmonizing, knowing when and how to let parts of your character shine through. Achieving this balance requires a profound understanding of yourself. It means becoming both the conductor and the orchestra of your life, attuned to the inner rhythms that shape your thoughts, emotions, and actions. As you move forward, every trait you possess is like a musical note. When these notes come together in harmony, they create a beautiful and compelling melody. Life's challenges and opportunities will continue to emerge, each one calling for different aspects of your personality to come forward. The key to navigating this fluid landscape is to remain attuned to your internal music, adjusting as needed to stay in harmony with your true self. This ongoing practice of self-awareness and personal growth is essential for navigating life's complexities. Just as a skilled swordsman sharpens their blade, you too must continually refine your self-awareness to stay sharp and adaptable. Regular reflection on your actions, thoughts, and emotions helps maintain clarity, allowing you to respond to life's challenges with wisdom. Staying engaged with your inner world requires active effort. It means asking tough questions about your fears, insecurities, and hidden aspects. What parts of yourself are you avoiding? Which patterns are repeating in your life that you need to address? This self-inquiry can be difficult, but it is through this honesty that you can grow and evolve. Moreover, self-awareness doesn't just prepare you to face external challenges, it strengthens your internal resilience. Understanding how you react to stress, conflict, or difficulty enables you to manage these situations with greater composure and integrity. By developing this inner clarity, you're better equipped to maintain your values and stay grounded when life's trials test you. This ongoing process of engaging with your shadow, those hidden parts of yourself, also deepens your compassion, both for yourself and for others. Recognizing and accepting your own complexities allows you to be more understanding of the struggles others face. This mutual recognition fosters stronger, more empathetic relationships and contributes to a more supportive and connected community. In line with the principles of Stoicism, this practice of reflection and self-awareness should not be seen as a burden, but as an empowering ritual, a commitment to live consciously, fully, and with integrity. It's a lifelong journey of growth, and by integrating this practice into your daily life, you build a path toward genuine fulfillment and wisdom. As we conclude our exploration today, remember that understanding and integrating your shadow is not just about uncovering hidden parts of yourself. It's about embarking on a journey toward a more authentic and fulfilled life. Stoicism teaches us that self-knowledge isn't merely a philosophical exercise, it's a practical tool for living wisely and well. So continue reflecting, continue questioning, and most importantly, continue growing. Thank you for joining me today. I hope this discussion has sparked curiosity and inspired you to look deeper into your own character and motivations. As you move forward on your path, know that each step of self-awareness contributes to a clearer, stronger narrative for your life. Before you go, I encourage you to explore one of the suggested videos on the screen. They're designed to deepen your understanding of Stoicism and personal growth. Keep diving deeper, keep reflecting, and let's continue this incredible journey together. See you soon.